Long ago lived an ice cube. His name was Lolo. Lolo was 3 months old and lived in Antarctica. In Antarctica, he stayed in an ice cube. But how? Inside Lolo lived many little molecules. They called themselves the MCs. They vibrate, attracting and repelling from each other. The space between each MC is called the intermolecular distance. The intermolecular distance in a solid, which Lolo is very less, so the MCs cannot move around freely. Another reason they can't move around freely is that since Antarctica is so cold, the MCs don't get any heat energy. Since everything is so organized, the MCs move in a lattice work pattern. Solids have a definite volume and shape. This results to Lolo not growing and always being the same height, width, length, and shape. Even though the MCs vibrate in the limited space they have, Lolo doesn't feel a thing because they are so small. Lolo had a friend. Her name was Maddie. Maddie was 1 month old. She was a leopard seal. She told stories about the world to Lolo. So Lolo decided to go on an adventure. Dun dun dun! Antarctica was getting boring, so Lolo wanted to see the 7 wonders of the world. Maddie, his leopard seal friend, told him about these wonders. To see the pyramids in Egypt, Lolo set off. He traveled by plane, as no person saw him slip on. Lolo had a great time, but he didn't notice how hot it was getting. As Lolo reached 0 degrees Celsius, he started to melt. Ah, what's happening? Meanwhile, inside Lolo, Egypt was burning hot. The heat energy increased and the MCs vibrated faster and faster and faster. The intermolecular distance increased. The MCs are sliding past each other faster now. The temperature rises up to the melting point, 0 degrees Celsius. This is called melting. Lolo was now all water. So in summary, melting is when a solid turns into a liquid. Lolo slid around Egypt. After a while, steam started rising from Lolo. Soon Lolo was all gas. He moved around freely. This feels better, but I have to become normal again. Now the heat energy was even higher. The molecules are more spaced because the intermolecular distance is far bigger. The temperature rises. This is called vaporization. Vaporization is when a liquid turns into a gas. Dun dun dun. Lolo flew around until he was floating over a cruise ship. He decided to stay in the cruise ship. On the ship it said, Sweden. Where is Sweden? Thought Lolo. As the ship got nearer to the destination, Sweden, the temperature fell. Lolo was feeling way cooler now. Lolo drifted asleep. When he woke up, Lolo was water again. Ooh, he said. The heat energy decreased and the molecules slowed down. Since Lolo was a liquid, the MCs weren't far spaced or tightly packed, but in the middle. Finally, they reached a place with snow and ice, like Antarctica. This process from gas to water is called condensation. Lolo started to freeze. Now he was just like he was in Antarctica. For Lolo to be a solid, there probably is not much heat supplied. This connecting back to him being in 2 cold places, Sweden and Antarctica. So no heat energy, and as I said in the start of the video, the intermolecular distance is very small in a solid, which means that the MCs cannot move around freely. Everything is organized and the MCs move in a pattern. As you can see, the pattern keeps going all the way around. The solid Lolo will not change height, width, shape, or length while it is still a solid. It will stay the same until more heat is supplied and turns into liquid or gas. Thank you for listening. The end.